The average man overestimates his fighting ability by 1,000%. The average poker player overestimates their ability by 1,000,000%. But what if there was a way to prove it? To go all the way to winning the World Series of Poker without spending a single penny. I'm excited to announce that I am now working with GG Poker, the best poker site in the world, and I'm going to be bringing you the best tournaments that you can be involved with as a fan of me and poker. Starting this Thursday and every Thursday after that, we are playing free rolls with all of you online on GG Poker. And I need all of you lot to get involved. This Thursday, the top 20% will be getting a share of 1,000 tournament dollars. And for everyone who makes the final table, you will get a ticket to continue in the Micro Festival series, which has a guaranteed prize pool of $10 million. Oh, and as a cheeky little bonus, if you knock me out, which even Conor McGregor couldn't do, you'll get $100 in your account in cash. So the whole thing kicks off this Thursday at 6 p.m. live on Twitch. I'll be streaming the whole thing, so if you kick my arse, it will be there for everyone to see. And the reason why you need to be involved from the start is that 3 of you lot over the course of this series will be chosen to play with me at the World Series of Poker in London. You lucky, lucky bastards. So don't forget, click the link in the description below and you can find my game, search True Geordie, and the password will be True Geordie, all one word. I can't wait to see us there to find out who is going to win a share of $1,000. Be gamble aware, gamble responsibly, guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks to GG Poker, and I'll let you now enjoy the video. Welcome back to the kickoff, or if any Saudi Arabian trillionaires out there want to rename it to whatever, I'll take your money. And so will everybody else, apparently. So in the last 18 months, Newcastle United were bought out by the Saudi Arabian PIF fund in order to be their representative in the Premier League to, for them, hopefully catch Man City, dominate the league, and show everyone Saudi Arabia is the biggest and best. We're all aware of it, even me. Now, because of the FFP rules in the Premier League, which are not there for the reasons they say they are there to suppress other clubs from breaking into the top 6 and to make it so that it's very hard for you to do that. And in that time, the same Saudi Arabian organisation just so happened to have made mega offers to the world's best footballers to then just bring them over to the Saudi Arabian League. And the more I think about it, the more I think that this could change football forever. So I'm just going to put some context on it for you guys to understand the levels of money we're talking about here. When Cristiano Ronaldo played for Manchester United last season, he was one of the world's best paid footballers on £500,000 a week. This works out at about £20 million a year. I think it's about $23 million. Ronaldo now is on $200 million a year. It's fucking 10 times that. This is absurd. But when Ronaldo was signed, we just thought, you know what? They want a big star. They're going to go and poach one of the legendary footballers, put him in their league, and the league will have an added level of value because he is there. And then, you know, they might pick 1 or 2 others. That's not how they're moving. So let's look at some of the other contracts they're offering out, because it will blow your fucking mind. Benzema apparently has been offered $214 million a year, $4 million a week. Bearing in mind, Ronaldo, huge pay at Manchester United, $500,000 a week. Benzema is going to be getting 8 times that, and Benzema ain't even the main guy. Lionel Messi, let's look at what he's been offered. Moved to Saudi Arabia, a done deal. Obviously, we don't know if he's going to take this yet. This is going to be on the table for as long as he wants it, but they're offering him £522 million a year. He's going to earn $1 billion in 2 years, man. You know, they used to overinflate Floyd Mayweather's lifetime earnings as a boxer. Well, even the overinflated number, it was barely a billion, maybe pushing it to $1 billion, and that was lying. This was him bigging himself up. Lionel Messi is going to do that in 2 fucking seasons of kicking a ball around, not taking no punches to the face, and a lovely little Saudi Arabian sunny stadium. The money they have, what it can do is transform you from being a wealthy sportsman to someone who you're going to a new level of rich. The money they have can take a Lionel Messi, who's earned a lot of money in his career, the most money in football, one of them easily, and then go, you know, everything you ever earned, we're going to give you that and more just for a couple of years. It's irrefusable. They're now even offering Kante a mega deal. Like, don't get me wrong, Kante, one of the greatest midfielders I've seen in the Premier League, but he's not like a bums on seats, everyone needs to see the Saudi Arabian spectacle. They're clearly buying a lot of good players for the league now, and it's ramping up like a fucking snowball coming down a hill, gaining momentum. Kante is also understood to be have offered £170 million over 2 years. It's beyond your wildest dreams for a footballer. Like, this is the maddest bit about it, is even the mega earners in football are like, fucking hell. You go from being like generationally wealthy to be like, it'll take hundreds of years for your family to run out of this money. So this will mean that the PIF will essentially have all of the Ballon d'Or winners under their league. And the PIF owning them and also owning Newcastle means without any problem, Newcastle could loan for a half a season, whatever, Messi, Ronaldo, Benzema, Kante. Not a problem. Get yourself away, lads. Enjoy Tyneside. It's fucking insane. I don't think that's going to happen. I actually think it's going to go the other way. I think they might start thinking, when they're watching Benzema and Ronaldo in their own league, in their own country, grow in popularity and grow in quality, I think they might want to invest more and more and more, as they're already doing. Why do you invest this much money in the Saudi leagues now if you're not planning to continue it? This isn't just a fleeting, oh yeah, just throw them a couple of $100 million. This is a major investment for them. They're very serious about it, just like they are in boxing, but this seems more serious even. They're spending more than they are in boxing. It is very conceivable that the Saudi league could become the league in world football. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let's calm down. That could never happen. I know. Listen, right? Once upon a time, if we thought that Manchester City would be the dominant force in football, we would have been laughed at. Why are they the dominant force? Is it because of the legacy? Is it because of this? Is it because of that? Do people dream of pulling on the Man City shirt? No, no one did. Money talks. And the reason why Man City became that powerful was because of the money. No one cared that they didn't have legacy or that they weren't joining a super club. The money will take the best people to place with the money. That's just in every walk of life, in every job of life. That's how it works. For those of you who think the Premier League will always be the place to be, you can't take that away from the branding, from the history of the Premier League. I'll tell you why you're wrong. Think of the UFC. The UFC is the organization which has all of the prestige in fighting, and every world champion is legitimized by having UFC champion on their belt. What makes the UFC the UFC? It's the fighters. If you took away all of the biggest and best fighters out of the UFC, put them in another organization and had them all fight for a different belt, you would know the best guy is over there. The UFC, it's just in a random fucking belt. It doesn't mean anything anymore because the best aren't competing for it. The reason the prestige is around the UFC is because it's supposed to be the best fighting the best. The same with the Premier League. If you remove that element, you remove everything. The players make the league. The league doesn't make the players. And if the Saudi league go out and just buy every one of the top players in the Champions League and everything else and move them all to Saudi Arabia, you mean to tell me you're going to sit and watch the Premier League? No way. If the Premier League then becomes a version of the Championship and the Saudi League becomes the real Super League that we've all been hearing about, Barcelona and Real Madrid and all that, they can actually do this. They've got the money. There's no one stopping them. There's no laws. Nothing can stop them. The only thing that can stop them is if they decide not to do it. That is the only thing. They might decide to make the Saudi League a retirement home for the football legends where you can go and see them continue playing from 34 to 40-year-old and they'll make a shitload of money. But realistically, the Saudi people, they've seemed driven by excellence. From everything we've been told at Newcastle, as a Newcastle fan base, they want to be the best. And I can't see them when they're currently offering insane amounts of money to Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, trying to make the biggest and best events happen in their country, why they will just be happy to take part in the Premier League when they can have the biggest and best NBA-style league in the Saudi League with all of the greatest footballers. Believe me, it could happen. I won't be surprised if it does happen. It's a little bit of a bummer, really, because I was hoping they'd be more into Newcastle. It seems like they're spending a lot more money on getting great players for their own league. But it's their prerogative. It's their money, so fair play to them. Let me know in the comments below. Am I talking shit, or do you really think that this is a possibility? Let me know, because I'm a little bit worried for what the Premier League is going to look like in the next 10 to 20 years if this carries on. And I see no reason why it won't. warned. Also, before I go, don't forget, this Saturday night, it's the Champions League final, Manchester City into Milan. We are doing a live debate show, full table. Get your comments in for all of the topics that you want us to discuss on the Big Table Debate Show. I really appreciate it. We'll be live on Twitch for the final. I'll see you there. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Kickoff YouTube channel, and I'll see you there.